Hi there, I'm Raina, and today I'm here to talk about my week 83 update on Mounjaro. So this week we had the Super Bowl Sunday just passed, and I really enjoyed the Super Bowl. I watched it with my husband here at home, and I didn't really do, Super Bowl snacks or anything. So I guess that's kind of a good thing. Stayed on track with that. But I really enjoyed the halftime show. Quick question. I feel like everyone was thinking that the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl. Hey, Luna. Because everyone kind of felt like it was rigged and, Taylor Swift's boyfriend was going to win. I don't know. So do you think, conspiracy theorist, hat on now, do you think that the Eagles won because, the NFL was like, we can't have everyone thinking that it's rigged. So now we have to go in the opposite direction and make sure the Eagles win. I don't know, just a conspiracy theory. That's kind of what I was wondering. I have dogs surrounding me right now. So I really enjoyed the halftime show, and one thing about me, y'all remember that song? Fun fact about me, I actually grew up in the New Orleans area. The Super Bowl was in New Orleans this year. And for a Super Bowl, I don't remember the number, but when it was in New Orleans, I think it was 2003, I actually was a part of the stage crew. So me and some of my high school friends signed up to be part of the stage crew. And so we were putting the stage together that year. The halftime show was U2, and I don't even remember who else. I just remember the main person was U2. And it was like right after 9/11. And so I think that they kept this halftime show kind of minimal, but I remember the stage was shaped in a big heart, and bless you, baby. So the part of the stage that I was in part responsible for, my group was responsible for, was behind. It was like the back part of the stage, the top of the heart. So, we had to push the piece of our stage all the way on to the court. We would run and grab it up at the top and push it all the way up there. And so since my part of the stage was in the back of the stage, the people who were pushing this part of the stage out, we were supposed to go to the back behind the stage. And that's where I ended up going. But I could have snuck to the front, which would have put me at the front of the heart at the halftime performance. I would have been up there hollering, yeah, U2. Like as if I couldn't even tell you a U2 song. What are they saying? Like, It's a Beautiful Day, I think. Luna, you were so loud today. But if I could go back in time, I would have snuck into the front part of the stage and been all on everybody's TV hollering, yeah, U2. So that's a little fun fact about me. Every Super Bowl, I think about those times back in the day when I was part of the stage crew in 2003. So anyway, what we are gathered here today for, my Mounjaro update. Let's get right into it. So last week, I have my little handy dandy clipboard here with my notes. Last week, on February 4th, my weigh-in was 228.8 pounds. I had lost 1.4 pounds from the week before. And this week, my weigh-in was 227.6. So I actually lost 1.4 pounds, and I'm really excited about that. And, I'm not even that excited about the weight loss. I feel like I'm just more so excited that I'm still going. Like, I'm still trying here, I was watching Traces of Tawan's life. I was watching her channel, and she was really talking about the ups and downs of weight loss. And if you actually look at the overall of your weight loss journey, you see, yeah, you have ups, you have downs, but overall, usually, your weight loss is down. And I really thought about that. So after hearing Tawan talk about looking at your overall journey, it really made me want to look at my overall journey, and not even just my overall journey from beginning Mounjaro to now. From that time, I've lost about 65 pounds now, probably a little more. I need to run that number. I have to have that for next week. But I've lost about 65 pounds overall. But right now, and what I started documenting my journey for was this year, 2025. And I wanted my goal to be to lose 30 pounds, which would almost put me at Wonderland. I want to be under 200 pounds. I want to be 199 or better. And at the beginning of this year, I was 232 pounds. So that would actually put me at needing to lose 32 pounds for the year in order to reach my goal. So looking at my number from today, which is 227.6 pounds from the top of this year, I so far have lost a total of 4.4 pounds. So I think that's great. I think that's amazing. How can you be upset with that? And I've had weeks where I did not lose, I gained. And I feel like I was so hard on myself at that time. I was beating myself up. I had a lot going on and I wasn't giving myself enough grace. I wasn't giving myself enough credit. But I feel like now I can see, looking at the big picture, like Tawan said, I can see that I have made progress. We're 6 weeks into the year and I have lost a total of 4.4 pounds. And the way I calculated it out in the beginning of the year, if I wanted to lose 30 pounds within the whole year, I needed to lose about a half a pound a week. So at losing 4.4 pounds, I think I'm right on track. So I am doing a great job. So going forward, I definitely want to make sure that I am looking at the bigger picture and not just looking at the week and, judging myself off of that 1 week. I just don't want to feel down about myself for, if I don't have a loss. I have been in great spirits lately, and I realize that it's not because of my loss, which I am happy about, but I am happy that I have been doing pretty good with the inputs that caused the loss. I guess I'll do a little recap of what happened this week. Yes, I definitely feel like this week I have made peace with the scale and knowing that the number on the scale doesn't really matter. I'm not a failure if the number goes up and it doesn't go down the way I want it to. So I feel like I've made peace with that. I definitely feel like there's this expectation that you have of weight loss. And I think that expectation, at least for me, is that I'm going to see, the scale go down. If I'm doing all the work, I'm going to see the scale go down, down, down. But that's not reality. The reality is that there are ups and there are downs. And hopefully in the long run, you are overall down. So I definitely feel like that's where I'm at now. I am overall down and I'm really excited about that. And I need to continue to eat right, exercise. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I need to continue to put those inputs in order to see the output on the scale be what I want it to be. Sorry if you can hear the rustling in the background. My puppy, oh my gosh, Storm just turned 1. My puppy Storm that just turned 1. He is playing with a toy right now. So I'm going to try to quickly get through this so that I can bring them OUT so that they can let some of their energy, OUT. Okay, so I definitely feel like in the beginning of January that I'm looking at my notes here on my phone because I take notes throughout the week so that I don't forget to say things I don't want to say when I finally record these videos. In January, I definitely felt like I was going to have amazing weight loss results. I was going to hit the ground running. I was going to be exercising. I was going to be eating right, veggies, low carb, all the things. And I feel like that did not necessarily happen the way that I thought it would. I have been making changes and eventually I will see all of the results from those changes. And I'm excited to see that. So unfortunately, this week I kind of slowed up on my exercise and I'm a little disappointed in myself for that, but I'm determined to pick it back up get back on track. I worked out, I believe 2 times this past week, and I have been making it a goal to work out 3 times a week since I toned it down from 6 times a week, which I was doing the first 2 weeks of my challenge for this year. The first 2 weeks of January, I was working out about six days a week. I think that was a bit much. I'm trying to do 3 at least, and 2 is not cutting it. Another thing that happened this week, we have been getting tons and tons of rain. I'm sick of rain. I love rain, but this is too much rain. Because of all the rain, I have not been able to walk around my yard like I had been doing. Every time I walk the dogs, I have been walking around the yard. I have been getting my steps in. Some of the dogs, they walk with me. Some of them, I throw some toys for them so that they can run around and chase after the toys. But yeah, the rain has been putting a damper on my plans, and I have not been getting in as many steps as I would like to because it's just wet and rainy. The yard, we've had so much rain, the yard can't soak it up fast enough. It can't drain fast enough. So the yard is kind of yucky, but I think that we're ending the rain for now, and hopefully I'll be able to get back out there walking more again. It's funny because I was so excited on Saturday. The sun was shining. There wasn't a cloud, or there were some clouds, but the sun was shining and it was just so beautiful. I was taking pictures of the sun. Like, I have never been so excited in my life to see sun. We had a break in the rain, and that didn't last long. We had more rain coming right behind the last rain. It's just so much rain. And it really makes me realize how much the weather affects my mood. I never really paid that close attention to it before, but if it's cold, if it's too rainy, I just feel like it really puts a damper on my mood. And that's something that I am going to pay attention to for the future, because I want to make sure that I am in a positive light, even though the sun's not shining, to provide that light so that I can make the best decisions in my healthcare journey. I just want to do what I need to do to make sure that I'm feeling well. One thing that I have been paying attention to and keeping up with is my vitamins. So I'm really happy about that. I've been taking my vitamins every day that I believe it was every day. In one way or another. So I think that definitely has had a help on my mood in these watery, rainy times. So that is something that I'm really proud of this week. And another thing that I want to work on is going to bed at a decent hour. I know I talked about this last week. I think I've been doing a pretty good job. However, I am extremely behind on my editing. And I think just the combination of having to learn a new program, and I had a lot going on. After the week after my last update. So once I had all of that going on, it was like I had a hard time getting back on track. Every time I use the new software that I have, learning new things. I still don't know how to do everything, but it's still new to me. I'm still learning it, but I really need to focus on pumping out these videos. I need to get these videos out. I'm behind. I'm going to catch up. I need to make sure that I am doing that, and also getting sleep at night, because I will stay up late, or I guess early, because it'll be, 1, 2 o'clock before I go to bed, so that I can put out a video the next day. But I need to make sure that I'm getting my videos edited at a decent hour so that I can go to sleep and get decent sleep and wake up and get my exercise in and make healthy choices throughout the day. So I think that getting proper sleep will help me to get those other tasks accomplished as well. So that's my summary for this week. Again, to recap, on February 11th, which was Tuesday, that is the day that I weighed in. I was 227.6 pounds. I lost 1.4 pounds this week, and I'm really excited about that. So hopefully we will be back on track to continue to see a downward trend. And if for a week or two we don't have a downward trend, we're not going to fret about it. We're not going to stress about it. We are going to keep making proper choices to see the scale go down again. So that's my update. Let me know how you're doing on your Mounjaro journey. And let me know again, what is making you smile this week? What's putting a smile on your face? I was really excited, as I said earlier, to see the halftime show. I'm still, singing They not like us. They not like us. And another fun fact with the Kendrick and Drake beef battle, my Bowser here, I think he's in the frame. There he is. I actually named him prior to this beef that we have going on between Kendrick and Drake. I actually named Bowser, his middle name is Drake. And with our dogs, we like to give them a middle name that has, that describes them, kind of has something to do with them, their personality. And so Bowser, we named him Bowser before we even picked him up. And Drake is his middle name because what's the song where Drake says, "Got me in my feelings"? I think it's the Kiki song. But yeah, Bowser, he be in his feelings a lot. He's a little spicy. He got a little temper on him. He likes to get a little scrappy sometimes. So his name is Bowser Drake. All right, well, I'm gonna head out. Thanks so much for joining me this week for this update. I hope you're doing well. Let me know what you're getting into, what's making you smile. I'd love to hear about it down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye. Come here. You want to get in the picture? You don't care. Hi. You smell my lip gloss? You smell my lip gloss? You're so sweet. This is Bowser. Bowser Drake. I'm Bowser Drake. You be in your feelings. You got big feelings. Okay. We got Luna. Hey, Luna. Hey, my girl. Bobo. Hey, girlfriend. That's Bobo. There's Bowser. Oh, look at my girls. Y'all are my girls.